Alright, it's time for a Diamond Yorick game. So, attack damage red, attack damage green, armor yellow, magic resistance blues. Let's check one. And masteries, as you can believe it, 030. Though, alternatively, I probably should have gone something like 25 and gotten myself the mana regeneration. Or probably got myself the runic affinity. Though there's a lot of masteries in the defensive page that you really fucking good. So, like, look, they have a lot of AoE damage. AoE damage, I guess, yes. Therefore, I needed the magic resistance thingy, plus the other point that gives you the defense against AoE damage. And, of course, I have a lot of fucking sustain, so I'd obviously want to use that health regeneration thingy. Or that bonus to your healing, whatever. So, Fiddlesticks goes off to gank my mid laner. I know he's going to try to sneak around, so I just wait for him around the line of sight. And when he gets here, I just kind of, throw ghouls at him and shit. Syndra catches him with her, stun. I hit him in the head with a shovel, and he dies. So, Jungle Yorick. I was second last pick here. Second last pick here. I saw a Syndra and I saw a Tryndamere in my team. I saw a zillion Fiddlesticks and Tristana on their team. And I thought, hey, you know what? Yorick would actually be a very good pick in this situation. I am surprised that I can justify it. Yorick is a support jungler, a very sustained, very stable support jungler. He doesn't have impressive ganking. He doesn't have a lot of other impressive things. And his mana sustain is beyond just terrible. I mean, his ghouls can tank for him, but it doesn't matter if you can't really spam them. Once the cooldown of the blue and the mana regen of the blue goes away, you just see a huge decrease in quality in his jungle clears. That said, his ganks are by far not the worst thing out there, so they're very doable. Like in this case, as you'll see right here, I'll walk right in there, throw a ghoul, it slows Tristana, but then it just goes next to Thresh and slows him down, and then we just kind of deal pretty much some good damage here. Straka picks up the kill because obviously she's the carry. Anyways, as Yorick, I'm picking him because Syndra and Tryndamere are good champions to take to ult as Yorick. Tryndamere because he's obviously the carry. He obviously massacres people and stuff. Syndra because she, like a lot of other characters, is one of those AP mids that can spam a lot of their abilities and just be useful as long as they they are undeterred. If they kill Syndra and then she comes back as a ghost, they can focus her again and, waste her time. Or she'll just stun them all and throw slows and slap them with their balls. However, probably the two best ones to ult would be Vayne and Tryndamere. Unfortunately, apparently there is a slight bug where Yorick's ultimate, where he sometimes his ult ghost would just not even bother moving. Luckily, it only happened one time in this game. Though I suspect it happened an additional time, but the first time it happened, it didn't make a difference. The ghost was in a good position anyways, and it did what I wanted it to. Anyways, as you can see, my team is doing fine. The enemy team isn't doing poorly either. I bought a Tears of the Goddess along with Spirit Stone. I need as much mana regeneration and mana as possible. Obviously, Tears of the Goddess being one of the best ones on Yorick already. So bottom lane, they're fighting, they're dicking around and everything, and I'm just waiting for my chance to, gank. Vayne goes in, I throw my ghoul, we catch ourselves a Thresh, and we hit his walls. Fortunately, she goes in and finishes her off. I use my ghost on Vayne. The ghost is just pummeling on the Tristana. I'm tanking the turrets. I die, but Tristana gets killed as well, and Vayne gets a double kill. So that's very, very fortunate for us. I'd rather get I don't care if I die as long as the Vayne gets big and fat. Now I'm building a Spirit Ancient Golem. Of course, building very tanky, very, stat heavy on Yorick. Magic resistance, not magic resistance, health, cooldown reduction, and mana, of course. Yeah, I could have built Spirit of the Spectral Wraith, but it would have been pretty much a dead item on him, and Spirit of the Lizard Elder is no longer useful. If you wanted to build him offense before in Season 3, you could build Spirit of the Lizard Elder, and he would actually do considerable damage from the jungle. One of the things, though, that you'll notice, though, is I will not upgrade my Tear of the Goddess into a Mana Immune until later. Because, if anything, my team needs a fat tank champion in the front. We didn't exactly pick an initiator, and I was hoping that maybe Syndra's and my fattiness with my ghost would be enough of a combat advantage that we'd need. So I'm gonna build after this a Glacial Shroud, after Spirit Ancient Golem, Glacier Shroud into the Frozen Fisting, the Iceborne Gauntlet. By the way, here is a massive mistake for me and the Tryndamere. So we see our chance to turret dive him. I toss all the ghouls onto him, and I guess I activate my ghost a little too early, though. It wasn't actually a bad thing to activate my ghost. It's just there was a miscommunication here between me and the Tryndamere. I thought he'd continue stabbing him and killing him, and you know, he stopped attacking, I stopped attacking, and then we just kind of let him live, and he survived with a sliver of health. So there's a big misunderstanding between what I wanted to do and what the Tryndamere wanted to do, so we got ourselves killed. Fortunately, the rest of my teammates are ahead and doing fine. Tryndamere, that's his first death, so he's doing very well. I said I'm building Iceborne Gauntlet right now. I'm at least heading towards building Iceborne Gauntlet. By building that, I'll give myself some CC and some damage. Not as much damage as not as much damage as the Monomune would give me, of course, but a lot more control and shit. So fight breaks out, I ghost the Vayne, and I cannot control the Vayne ghost. I want to make it shoot the nearest target, so it just kind of stands there and dicks around. You can even see me freeze and try to like mash the buttons on stream. I didn't use the stream footage, but yeah. Fortunately, we still kill them all. I mean, we go in, we kill the Zillion. I mean, the Renekton gets away, but we still wipe the floor with them, and it allows us to get a tower. So, despite that, despite the ghosts not exactly working as I wanted to, whether it was my mistake and I was doing something wrong, or it was truly bugged, I don't know. But, unfortunately, it did not have much of a consequence of us winning, so. Anyways, Jungle Yorick, he's, like I said, he's a very stable champion you can pick, but there's by far a lot of better champions out there. When you pick him, it better be the specific time, you know, that he needs to be picked. In my case, right now, like I said, I wanted a champion that was difficult to kill, was easy to build, and could just pretty much take advantage of the fact that I have a Tryndamere and a Syndra, and later on my teammate was smart enough, and he was very smart, and he added a Vayne, so that was a very good choice from him. Here, though, my teammates get caught, and Syndra has no chance of escape, so I ulted her in hopes that maybe she could finish off the Thresh or the Zillion, and, you know, at least make her death worth a little bit more. So, I get myself blue. The Syndra quite literally told me, "Go ahead, Yorick, get all the blues." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, bruh. So I think she was happy that I protected her in the beginning, and I helped her get the, we got the first blood on the Fiddlestick, so I gave her an advantage. And Zillion's not exactly the biggest threat out there, aside from harassing you down. Anyways, we catch Renekton, but of course, he's too big and fat to actually do anything to, so we just kind of let him live. The enemy team wards over the bush, and I just throw a ghoul over them. Just to scout. That's about another small useful thing from Yorick. Anyways, Renekton jumps in, gets on the Vayne. I ghost her, and this time my ghost is actually controllable. And I order it to fire on Renekton and then Tristana. Though, of course, she gets kited a little bit. I make it shoot whatever it's closest to. It dies, but doesn't matter. The fight becomes very messy. Two of us are dying, but we manage to kill Thresh. Tryndamere catches the Zillion. But Zillion still has his ultimate. We thought it was down. Tryndamere goes right after the Renekton. Zillion gets caught by me with a ghoul. Well, right now, it gets caught by a ghoul slow, and then Tryndamere gets to finish him off. Though he probably would have finished him off without my, assistance. So we got ourselves 3 kills here, and it gave us an advantage. Still, though, the enemy team isn't a weak one, so they can still bring this back. This game is more closer than you can think. Than you'd think. We do have a significant gold advantage at least, but the gold is a little bit focused on Syndra and Vayne, which is a good thing, but I would rather have a Tryndamere, have some of that power too. At least he has a ton of farm. Syndra gets caught out here. I ghost her, so maybe she could have her, the ability to use another combo. She does, but Fiddlesticks got ulted by a very nice Zillion ult, and he managed to keep him alive. With that, our team pretty much cannot deal anything to the enemies. We fall apart here. We pretty much get picked off one by one. Tryndamere gets caught, or he can't escape, I should say, and he tries to get, one little BS kill against Tristana. but he doesn't. He dies. Then I get picked off, and then we have split pushing bananas. She's split pushing. She's taking down the tower, and I'm surprised nobody even bothered to try to kill her. They went ahead and did Baron, so now they have the Baron advantage. The Soraka, she's just got quite the unusual build. Syndra almost kills the Renekton, but his ultimate keeps him alive. So now the enemy team is closing in the gap, and they got themselves a Baron, and then eventually the bananas get peeled. The enemy team comes focusing in, but whatever, they can't do much. Now the next item I am building, I believe. No, actually, I believe the next item is the Monomune. I do not upgrade the Giant's Belt until a bit later, or at all. I don't quite remember. Though some of you are questioning, why don't you upgrade your boots? Because I'd rather have all these other key items first. The boots aren't much of a deal. I have enough spammage to stop everything. Syndra once it gets caught, and I alter just to see if she may be able to do something with a combo. If fight breaks out, she catches out the Fiddlesticks, but not enough damage to kill him. Now you can see just how Vayne is gonna fucking rock the enemy team. Fiddlesticks misses his ultimate, doesn't do much with it. Zillion ultra Nectin, so he's gonna come back for another round. Fiddlesticks gets taken around, but here comes the Vayne kiting, and then Mate's coming in, slowing down the Renekton more, and she gets herself an additional kill. Well, actually, I get the kill here. She backs off. She didn't want to get killed, and by Renekton or Zillion. So we managed to bring that fight around for ourselves. So now Vayne is huge, even bigger than before, and she'll probably be able to annihilate the enemy team by herself. Now with my ultimate, well, and I buy that that little shield thing, the Metro Resistance thing, just to keep them from destroying me. Anyways, Vayne with my Ghost should be able to rampage on them, and even if she gets killed, she'd have a second chance to destroy them. And there's one thing that Yorick is good with too, is also split teams that push. Ultra carry, you got two guys pushing against him now. Throw a bunch of ghouls and it'll distract the tower for a little bit. That kind of stuff. He's pretty good at push teams, though he doesn't exactly have a lot of pushing power himself. Anyways, now comes the final stretch of the game. We catch ourselves the Fiddlesticks. It's not enough to kill him, but he will eventually be forced to flash because the Soraka was close to murdering him. Fight breaks out, but our combined damage isn't enough to take down Renekton quick enough, and Zillion gets an ult on them. We have a lot of poke. We have a lot of pushing power right now. We're just getting all the minions close to the tower. Vayne is gonna get caught right now, and I'm gonna ult her with my Ghost ultimate right now. So she gets close, she gets stunned. So then I put on my Ghost on her, and I order my Ghost to shoot down Renekton as much as she can. Command attack, the Vayne gets the kill anyways, and now I order my Ghost to attack the tower. I just want us to take this down. I am going to get killed right here. Boom, tick down, and I'm destroyed. Fortunately, the Vayne realizes that it's a lot smarter just to attack the Nexus and end this game, so she just goes right to town on it. I will say, actually, this was a very good team I had, despite the fact that, Syndra got caught a little bit. So hooray for blue team, yay!